let's consider this geometry problem. So see this figure, and up at the top it says line T is a perpendicular bisector of JK. So this line is a perpendicular bisector. Notice the 90-degree angle of JK. And notice it says that JG, so this side is x plus 12, and KG is 3x minus 17. And the question is find KG. So what we should know is that when you have a perpendicular bisector like this, that not only is this side going to be congruent to this side, but this side is going to be congruent to this side as well. So since we know these two sides, we can set those equal to each other. So I've done that here. So what we want to do is solve for x and then plug that back in. So if I do that, what I'm going to do is subtract x from both sides, which leads me to 12 equals 2x minus 17. Then add 17 to both sides to get 2x equals 29. And then divide by 2. So we see that x is 14.5. So I'm going to come over here and write kg is 3x minus 17 and substitute in that 14.5. 3 times 14.5 minus 17 is 26.5. That is the measure of kg. So I want you to do a couple things. One, I want you to really understand a perpendicular bisector. So this is a perpendicular bisector of JK, which means it bisects here. When it intersects here, it forms a 90-degree angle, but it bisects this segment, which means JH is congruent to HK. And not only that this segment JG is congruent to KG. Those are congruent, and that is how we solved this problem. So notice even in the solving of the equation, that's important too, just the organization, the subtracting x from both sides, adding 17 to both sides, and getting x by itself. That's important too. We need to be really good problem solvers or equation solvers. And then being wise enough not to just stop here, but to really answer the question. You know, they're not asking us to find x. They're asking us to find kg, so I substituted that back in. Final answer is 26.5. So a bunch of little tips here in solving a geometry problem with a drawing. Bye.